Hello, this is a review of the Breguet Type 3800 Aeronaval chronograph. Before we get right to it, let me apologize in advance for the long delay from my last review. I've been really busy, but I hope to get more videos up soon of interesting watches. One of the things I really try to do is try to find watches that are accessible, especially on the secondary market. Buying a new watch is a great experience. Unfortunately, if you're like me, it's not financially reasonable, and so similar to buying a car, I like to try to buy used because you can get maybe a little nicer watch for a little less money. Anyhow, this is the Type 3800 Breguet Aeronaval chronograph. It is solid stainless steel, 38 millimeter case, and it looks really nice, and it's a beautiful watch. It has kind of a classic styling to it. The numbers are Arabic. The case size is not too large. It is polished stainless steel, so it's a little bit shiny. There is a solid stainless steel case back. You can see that there. The sides of the case are ribbed, and the nice thing about this watch is that not only is it a chronograph, but it's a flyback chronograph. This is built on top of a classic Lamania caliber. I forget the exact designation of that caliber, but if you've seen any of my reviews, I'm not really a movement kind of guy. But what flyback means is it has two pushers just like a regular chronograph. So you start it by this, you can stop it and then reset it. But since I started the chronograph, I can restart it immediately without stopping it just by hitting that bottom pusher, and I can just restart a timing interval. This watch is the reissue and one of the earlier ones, so it has a tritium dial, and you can see that lovely patina on the watch. I'll be honest, I was really surprised by how much I like this watch. I'm generally a vintage Rolex kind of person, but I think this watch has a lot going for it. Number one, the size is just right, not too big, not too small. Number two, it has a lot of vintage character, which I really like. Number three, it has very legit history, unlike a lot of sort of faux vintage watches that are coming out right now. It comes in an original tritium dial, and it's a reissue of a classic chronograph. Finally, the price for these on the secondary market is very reasonable. You can get a very nice example for $5,000 or a little bit less, and if you've looked at a lot of Breguets, you will realize that there is very few watches that they make that is a cheaper way to get into the brand than this one. I love it. I think it's an awesome watch. The 38 millimeters are perfect. It wears beautifully on the wrist. Attracts a lot of compliments. I think you should give it a shot if you're interested in the brand, and if you're interested in classic chronographs with reliable movements and that awesome flyback function. Thank you very much.